So that's great, and we've got this radar online. That's also great, but to what end? What's the point? Well, the point is we can now start using this electricity to do other fun things. Now the first thing I want to do that also requires electricity. We need, I want to make a lab, but I don't have enough I don't have enough iron in my inventory. So let's go pay our iron mines here a little visit. Nope, you're out of fuel. I'm gonna keep our stone mine here just as a stone mine. So you keep pooping out your stone into that box. That's fine. Yeah, I know you guys are out of fuel. That's fine. We're done with you up here. You guys have served your purpose. I'm just gonna grab all of you and do that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a few more burner inserters. Now, these burner inserters are very low tech. Very low tech. Oh, wait, no, I didn't want to... making more of those. I didn't want to make those. I wanted the instant. Alright, let's just make a lab. That's what I wanted to make. What I wanted to do, and let's see if there's an easy way to do it and still self-feed. Yeah, we can still do that. Let's make a few more burner inserters here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add to our coal production capacity. We don't need it yet, but there's always the potential down the road. That one's not going to be able to self. Let me crash that one, and we'll make you, yeah, we'll make you right. That, and we'll just run single little lines of coal there. We'll prime the burner inserters, and now these will start adding to our coal production here. I didn't mean to make more of these. I wanted to use the 4 that I made up there, down here, but All right, let's go up here and rescue our supply here of copper, as we are done with those at the moment. Again, we're definitely not done harvesting them, but for the immediate future we are done. So yeah, we're getting some decent coal production for now, and as you can see, we're making more than we're using. You know, these boilers only require so much, and because we only have the 3 steam engines going here, they only use up, they only need to have the water reheated so often. This line of 13 boilers can support 10 steam engines, which is why I made that little golden ratio. But right now, the only thing drawing on power is that radar, and as you can see, we've got plenty of capacity here. So we can do more with it. So what do we do with all this power besides that? Well, thing number one is I want to throw down my my lab so I can get started on doing some research. Now the first thing I like to do is usually the game kind of prompts you to go with automation first. I like going logistics first. That gives us the splitter, and I'll show you what the splitter is used for. To make your iron mine more efficient, you should build power lines. That is precisely what I'm doing. There is a specific reason that I'm choosing not to build power lines up to my coal production area. And that is if I ever run out of coal and my power plant starts shutting down, the last thing I want to shut down as a result of that is my coal production. So by having my coal production and also the coal delivery based on burners rather than electric inserters, it allows me to sort of safeguard that from there. All right, so we've got ourselves a couple of electric mining drills here. So while we go place that, I'm also going to make myself a bunch of science packs. These science packs are used in that lab. And these take a long time to make, and you do want to automate them. But in the early game, you kind of need to make them by hand. So I'm going to go with, say, You know, however many that is. I need 20 for my first logistics. But I am going to use the new electric inserters for my iron mine here. So what we need... Alright, so we're going to build these here. Now see this little radius here, the little green radius? The building itself is a 3x3 thing, but it actually mines a 5x5 area. So we basically just want to get as many minerals on there as we can. Now I know I could just slap it right in the middle here, but I want to make sure that all the edges are properly mined, because eventually we're going to chew through this whole deposit. So I don't want to leave any scragglers. So I want to sort of mine it from the edge if I can here. In the very beginning, we're fine with just 2, and we want them on opposite sides here. So we will do those 2 just like that, and get a little mine belt going here. Now, right now, they are not doing nothing. They can't. They have no power. So we got to run power over there, and that is through these belts here. All right, I'm making these science packs now. Let's dump them in the lab. We need 20 in total to be able to research logistics. And basically, every time you put in science packs in here, the lab starts doing its thing and slowly builds a point towards that. When this little green line finishes, you can see we get a little progress towards science. So the more labs you have that are fully stocked with these science packs, the faster you're going to get your breakthroughs. So I want this logistics breakthrough for what I'm going to be doing here. While I'm waiting for that to cook, let me just throw down the rest of a couple more of these miners here. Yeah, I think we can. I need one more to balance on this side. So we'll put you down here with our burner inserter here. Get ourselves one more transport belts. You need a lot of transport in this game, and yeah, as you can see, it takes a long time to make these little science packs. And you know, these early techs, 10 science packs here, 20 science packs there, not too bad. You can manage it by hand. But later on, you get things that require more than just the red science packs, and you gotta have like hundreds of them. And so at that point, making them all by hand would take you forever. Or freaking ever. Alright, so we got another one of those hooked up, and now we got a little bit more production being fed here. Actually, I can see why it's all backed up on one side here. This thing right here. What I should really do is actually swap the positions of these two things. Maybe scooch. Well, I can't really swap the positions of that. I want them all to be able to travel on that. Oh, here's an idea. Here's an idea. What if we put this here? Get a couple of lines of that going there, and then get our burner inserter from down here to feed it. Prime it. Yeah, it's a little convoluted, and we'll eventually upgrade this a little bit. This is just sort of making sure my early game coal is taken care of, so I don't have to think about it for too long. All right, we should have enough science packs in there now to finish logistics. So let's finish getting this sorted here. Now, the next thing we need to ponder is, where do we want to have our smelting center? Because iron ore by itself, if you remember from the early day here, we need to do something with it, with these stone furnaces. But we can automate that. Now, a stone furnace needs two different things. It needs coal and it needs iron ore, if it's going to smelt us iron plates, or copper and iron ore. So what we're going to do here is we're going to set things up here to be able to smelt it on a larger scale, and also automated. You know, again, automation, name of the game here. I don't want to go too near here because I want to be able to expand this out at a later date. So you know what? I think down. Let's do it right here. We're gonna set up our stuff over here, and then we'll get another one based off of this copper. Now we're not just gonna have 2 of these. No. We need a lot more. I need more than just 3 too. I think I need to go pay that stone box a visit. Thing's still churning away. We're not going to go too crazy setting this up. Oh boy, I don't need that much stone. That should be enough stone. I can always come back up and for more. In fact, heck, since I'm visiting, might as well feed it again. Just top it off since I've got tons of coal in my inventory. Better. As far as putting things on lines and whatnot, there are some cases where inventory is good. There are some cases where having them on a line is good. I'm still learning which is which. All right, so we got logistics and we got that splitter, and that's really important for what we want to do here and why I decided to research logistics first before automation. Now, that being said, we definitely need automation next. And it needs 10 beakers. How many beakers are in there? 6. So I just need 4 more. Oops. 4 more beakers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my goal is to automate the red beaker stuff pretty soon. All right, so let's make some more of these. Yeah, now we can make a ton more of these stone furnaces. These will serve us quite well in the early game. We're gonna go here. We'll put a little space in here, here, and here for now. All right, now here's a little trick I have here, and this is sort of key to. Does the green science pack equivalent to a few red science packs? No, it doesn't. It's actually a completely different entity. It requires different materials to make it, and the more complex recipes often require that you have both red and green. What's a good example? So like here, if I wanted logistics 2, I'd need 40 reds and 40 greens. So you still need the reds even as you go up in the tech levels, but now you're going to start, as you go higher and higher in tech, need the greens, and then there's the blues, and then the purples. And each of the science packs gets progressively more difficult and complicated to make. It takes a lot longer by hand. It requires more intense and processed materials. So earlier on I was talking about tech levels. The science packs kind of determine the tech levels. So tech level 1 is, or tech level 0 is basically what you start out with. Tech level 1 is stuff that only needs red science packs to manufacture. So they're pretty easy to make. Let's feed them the rest of those red science packs here. All right, so we've got that splitter, if you remember from that thing. So this is a new tool we have here. Yes, there is a way to automate the crafting of things. That's actually what I'm researching right now, automation. And that is very much a point of this game, is that you need to automate the crafting of things. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a splitter up here. We've got this coal line flowing quite nicely. And we don't want to cut off the, and there's that. I'm going to research turrets yet, but no progress is going to be made there until I start making more red packs. That's okay. We're going to be automating the production of red packs. So now what this splitter does is it takes basically everything that passes through it, goes 50-50 into 2 different lines. So if I bring this down, now we've got 2 different lines of coal. It's not making new coal, it's just taking the coal that's available coming from up here and putting it 2 different places. And that's important because we need the coal in 2 different... Yes, the yeah. Later in the game, you get little robots, and they can do a ton for you. But that's way down the tech tree. Well, early game, mid game, I'm still learning the distinctions here as to what it might be what. I need to make more. Ooh, I need more. Ooh, I might need to. Hang on, I might need to do a little manual manipulation here to get these cooking, because I kind of ran out of iron plates. Oops. Shouldn't have taken those off of the iron quite so quickly. Oopsies. Newbie mistake alert. Well, I have 5 more of these, but I still need a lot more than 5. Actually, let me focus on getting the iron down to these first. And yeah. A few more of those plates, which means we can make more transporter belts. Yeah, there's a lot of different play styles in this game. That's what I love about it, is that just because you know a person does something one way or in another, doesn't necessarily make that the proper way of doing things. Now, there are some optimal ways of doing things. Inserters here. And these are the electric inserters. So these don't take fuel, but they do take electricity. Oh yeah, speaking of electricity, I gotta power these things. I never did that. So let's run some power lines over here. Here, you can only space them out so far. There's technologies down later on in the line that you can make more advanced power lines that have a little bit more coverage. But in the early game, these little makeshift poles are what you got. Link rules in chat. Just relevant things. No spam, please. And do ask first, and I do thank you for asking for the link rules. But yeah, just relevant stuff in there, and don't go too crazy. I need to move this over a little bit. Well, here, let me place my inserters first. You here, and put you there. Thank you, Imagine Mystic. She's my mod and also my lovely wife. Oops, my bad. It should allow you to link. Because if we didn't set it up to do the permit, it shouldn't stomp on the links. Give it a try. If it auto bans you, or if it auto hushes you, we'll undo that. Alright, we got some more plates. We gotta make some more belts. So now we've got the iron flowing down here. It's just going to these two, and I manually fed them the coal, but this is not the ideal solution. Not at the moment. Because I have a better idea. We go down here, move this down here, and we're going to merge the two of them up here. And yes, I should have enough. There we go. Now look at this. I'm gonna clear out the inventory that's built up here because we don't want it all iron right now. Look at this now. Now the belt is a sorry about that, Pascal. Bot problems here. Send it to me in a PM, and I'll take a look at it offline here. All right, so now see these two things. We've got a supply. These need a supply of iron ore, and they need a supply of coal. Both of these are being provided on this one belt, so these inserters can grab either and give these things what they need. Now, this is almost completely automated, but it's not entirely, because there's another thing that we can do with it here. It's still building up the steel, the iron plates rather, and eventually it's going to get full and it'll shut itself down. We have to go and manually pick it up like that. But again, you want to automate things, so there's more that you can do to this. You can use inserters not only to put things into, but also take things out of. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up another whole belt on this side. Yeah, we'll aim it downwards here. Get another couple of these inserters. What am I missing? Copper. I need more copper. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to melt me some copper. Oops. Here, have some copper. Ah, there you go. Alright, so two more of these inserters, which I guess if you want to be real technical about it, you could call them extractors, but they're still called inserters. And we put them out on these side. Since they're facing the other way, now, they're going to take stuff from these stone furnaces and put them onto this belt once we give them some electricity, which we will do right now. So now they are depositing the finished product onto this belt. Yeah. Doing a lot of research, it can get complicated. And actually, I'm going to be getting in. That's going to be the first thing I really automate here is research. All right, so this is our basically you know, our basic setup. Now, as evidenced before, we need copper production here. We need to get that set up here. So we need to do another line over here. Now there's a specific build to my smelting stations that I've been practicing. These two are just going to be more iron stuff. I'm just setting this up so I can get the spacing proper. Oh, right, yeah, so this, actually, yeah, this will be the other set of, so this will be the copper, so we can do the copper iron hybrid. So, this is a little build I came up with myself as we went along here. So we got to get a supply of copper flowing here nice and smoothly. So we're going to set up two more furnaces, get a couple more inserters, we need two more. I need a lot more belts too. I already built the mining drills for this, so we'll be able to mine the copper, no problem. We're going to need a lot of belts to get it down here, but I want everything in this area. So, all right, so let's see here. So we're going to set these up like so. So we got to get some inserters into here, but more importantly, we got to tap into some copper. Now, yep, this big deposit over here is the closest source of copper, so that is what we are going to be drawing upon. We only need one at the very beginning. Yeah, let's do one right here. You don't need as much copper as you need iron, so I'm only going to build one, and then if we need more supply down the line, we can make that happen. So we're just going to run you across here. I'll steer clear of the iron deposit itself so we don't tap into that. I'm going to grab these plates here. Now, one other thing I can do here, since we're sort of jerry-rigging things, I'm going to build myself another wooden chest, and I'm going to put it just right here. This is just a temporary thing. And I'm just going to have basically grab plates off of the belt here once I here to power this up. here. Them ready. Basically, this is just going to keep taking plates off the belt and just dump them in this wooden chest. Yep, copper is used for the wiring, so we do need to get a supply of copper on board here, so that we don't run out at critical moments. But we need more of that. Run over here, pick up the stuff on the belt, grab the stuff on here. We'll need more than 22, but I'll lay down these 22. And yeah, steer. I don't like building on top of deposits. I mean, it doesn't do anything to hurt the deposit, but it just doesn't look and feel right to me. All right, need some more of these. You burn through, as you can see, you can burn through a lot of iron very quickly in this game, so you need a decent amount of production. I probably should have set up a couple more furnaces than just those two, but I want to get the basics set up here before we expand our operations, and sort of balloon them, if you will. All right, so you are over here. You almost made it. Well, here, while I wait for more iron to come up here, we got to run power lines over to our coal deposit so that automatic coal miner can be powered up. There it goes. All right, so now we're making copper ore. Well, mining it anyway. Should be able to do more plates here. And yeah, more transport. Now, we're going to be doing actually something similar to what we're doing with the iron. The iron here is really great when you have a mixture. You have the iron ore and the coal all on the same line. Having the copper ore and the coal on the same line would also be really awesome. But if I draw from this line, we're going to be mixing in iron ore, and I don't want iron ore in my copper iron. We need to tap into some pure coal here. So, in order to do that, we need ourselves another splitter, which means more. God dang it! At least we're making copper ore now, so we can just manually feed these. Here, have some wood. Have some wood, since we're manually burning stuff. Yeah, we need a couple of things. We need this underground belt. I'll show you why we need the underground belt in just a moment. But we also need this splitter. And yeah, those 5 electric circuits require quite a bit of quite a few plates. All right, now we can make the splitter. Excellent. All right, so what we want to do here is we want to split the coal once again. Let's split it right. So now, again, it still has the ability to put the coal through here and combine through here, but now we've got another line to work with. So what we can do is we can send you south down here a little bit. And before we have to mess with the telephone, I always call them telephone poles, even though that's not what they're used for. We need to get this on the other side of this belt, but we don't want it to mix with this belt. So we use underground belts. So that is basically just going to dive right underneath it. And now that pure chain of coal is over on this side. This is something Big Pharma, another belt-based game, needs. All right, so we are going to send you down here. Need more. Let's construct additional transport belts. Grab our cache of plates here, and while we're at it, our copper plates. Now we're not sending it down this belt. We don't want coal on the iron plate belt here. We're just drawing it nearby. Now, having these two meet in the middle like this, and sending it southwards, now we get the same mixture. We get the coal and the copper on the same thing, and now these arms spring into action and start making us some plate.